We're going to do an air filter check on the 2017 Mazda 6. You could also call it a change if you will. It's the same process. So here there is two little tabs on the front that you pop, and pretty much most or many Mazda vehicles share the same basic airbox system, so this will work on a lot of different Mazdas. So I pop those two front latches, and you have to disengage these tabs back here. You can see one down there. It goes into a little sort of hoop on the bottom airbox. There's three of them, one on each end of the airbox, one in the middle. So you got to tip the airbox up a little bit in the front, kind of wiggle it out of there, get those back tabs disengaged, and you can see the three hoops that catch the tabs on the bottom airbox. So here I'm just going to check the filter and lift it up. Yeah, it's still got some life in it here. I'm going to be doing an oil change soon and I'll put a new filter in there, but figured this would get you the idea. You know, it's an inspection in my case, but same thing as putting in a new filter. New filter, this flat area goes on top, and the pleats that hang go to the bottom. So the hanging pleats on the bottom are on the intake side, the dirty air side. So when you put this back together, you really got to watch those three catches in the back, those three hoops. So you got to make sure those tabs engage. So I'm getting them engaged here, and you got to make sure they're engaged all the way across. So it might be hard for you to tell here, but I'm getting my hand in there, and I got the electrical system wiring out of the way, and it's not focusing. There we go. So all three of those tabs are engaged, and that's the caution on these airbox systems. That gets overlooked easy, and there's two little square notches in the front here. If I can get that into focus, there's one on each side. Little notch fits in that square. Push down real good, and you'll know the front is engaged real good when these snap on real easy. So they snap on real easy. That means you've got the front engaged properly with those little squares that notch into the top cover. So watch those tabs in the back. I had my car serviced along the way. I knew I needed a new air filter, and they told me I needed one. I told them, go ahead and do it. Driving away from the place, I had kind of like a roar coming from under the hood. It sounded like I had a high performance intake system on the car, and I knew there was something wrong. So I pulled over, popped the hood. Sure enough, those three tabs in the back were not engaged, and that leaves the airbox cracked wide open in the back. And you know, a lot of air, a lot of noise, and just not correct. So watch those three tabs in the back, two snaps in the front, and the airbox is solid, and we're good to go. So hopefully this will be informative for you, and if you could, leave us a like and subscribe, and we'll have some more interesting videos down the road.